I've sort of made my whole career, I built my whole career around fitness. So I do a lot of things within the context of fitness.
Okay, well, as you know, the holidays are over, and you see all the ads on TV. Get this little bender, wender, do this exercise, take this
All the
pill.
things I don't believe in.
That's right. I can't go to you because you have to have motivation.
You have to have motivation, but it's more than just motivation, because I watch the word motivation very carefully, because really it's not about motivation, because when you think of motivation, it's do I feel like doing it? It's about choices, because I try to go to the gym 5 or 6 days a week. Probably 4 of those times.
How would you get me motivated?
How would I get?
How would you talk to
I
me?
would say to you,
hey, blubber.
No. I would say to you, you need to make a choice.
Yeah.
That you want to get physically fit and turn your life around, because we all can be, I don't know how old you are, I'm 40.
Yeah.
You can be a young 40, you can be an old 40.
Right.
And if you really want to keep your body fit and healthy, you've got to make choices that lead to that end. And so if you're waiting around for the exercise fairy to wave a magic wand and motivate you to go,
and the magic pill being on TV,
you're going to be waiting a long time.
Right.
Because most of the time I don't even feel like going. I just go because I made the choice that I have a goal.
You made it a habit?
And I made it a habit. Habits are important, because the thing is it's the things that we build into our life that we keep doing over and over and over again. We don't even think about, do we want to or don't we want to. It's just like, there are days I don't want to get up and go work.
That's a good day.
I just do, but you just do it, don't you?
Yeah, well, you have to get it right. Yeah. All right, now, where do you go?
Where do I go to work out?
Yes.
I go to Equinox.
Equinox.
Equinox. Are you going to come there too?
No.
No. I go to Equinox. I go to Equinox on 76th Street on the west side.
How many times a week do you go?
I go. My goal is 6.
6.
It often turns into 5, just because I get busy too.
Right. And how many hours are you there?
It depends. It depends on what I'm doing. If I'm doing my leg workout, it's probably going to take a bit longer. I got good gams.
Yeah, I know.
I do.
She does good leg workout. Okay, all right, good.
If I'm doing shoulders, maybe it's a little less time, up to 2 hours.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
That's like 10 hours a week then.
When I'm training for a competition, because I'm a pro competitor, it's more like a 20-hour-a-week part-time job.
What competition?
What competition? I'm 40. When I was 38, I decided to start competing in the world of figure events. So it's different than bodybuilding in that.
Do we have pictures?
Yes, we do.
Oh, we do. What kind of pictures do we have?
We have naughty pictures.
Oh.
No, we have nice pictures, but we have pictures that show what hard work can do.
So you're like a weightlifter or a muscle?
Wait, do you see the pictures? I'm a pro figure competitor. We don't.
Picture number 1.
We don't get terribly big.
Oh my God, is that you?
Oh, that's me. Ooh.
Oh, you're going to have a date tonight.
Goodness gracious. That is me.
Wow, what year was this taken?
That was taken in May of this year. So,
my God.
What are we in? Okay, May. No, excuse me. We're in January.
Our ratings just went up.
It was taken in May. That was taken a day before a regional show.
All right. Well, now you're really a fanatic then.
So you know what? I'm not a fanatic.
Well, I mean, not fanatic, right. But to be into this, you have to go there.
Look, I decided.
Keep the picture up longer.
There's another picture.
Okay. Let's see another picture.
That kind of shows. That's what a figure competitor looks like.
So
I've made it a part of my life, because at the end of the day, you just kind of have to decide how you're going to live your life, don't you? You want to touch him?
No, I won't. Just look. I'll just look.
Oh, because my father's not watching.
Okay.
All right. But it's about choices again, and it's about what kind of physical self do you want to have, and if you want to have a youthful physical self as we age, and look, I'm 40 now. I know what it's like to pass through my 30s and say goodbye to that decade.
How did you say goodbye?
To be honest with you, I just thought, I did a very good job of it. I just thought, 30s, don't let the door hit you in the ass, because, my 30s weren't as even good as, these years ahead, because I'm taking better care of myself.
But now for a normal human being like me, what do I have to do?
For a normal, regular, because I also am a personal trainer, I train people. My advice is, get a set of goals together. Maybe your goals are to lose weight after having had a baby. Maybe you're
Wait a minute, let me think that one out for a minute.
Maybe you're not.
Come on back.
Maybe
Okay.
Maybe you're not overly fat, but you feel like you'd like to increase your strength. I recommend strength training for everybody.
Why?
Well, I had an 86-year-old client, a female, for years, and she was a beautiful woman, and I did a lot of strength training with her. And when I say strength training, with her, I used 1, 2, and 3 pound weights. I used exercise bands. Strength training just means resistance against the muscles. It doesn't necessarily mean going to a gym and going nuts. The reason I recommend strength training is because our muscular system supports our skeletal system, and as we age, activities of daily living become an important thing. You want to go buy your groceries and bring them home by yourself.
I do that.
You know what I mean? You want to carry things home. You want to not have back pain when you get up out of the chair. You want to take care of your body. And I'm falling apart. Do you really? Do you?
No, I don't have back pain.
Do you work out?
Well, I walk to and from work twice a day.
That's great.
Isn't that wonderful?
I think
and
that's
then
great.
every once in a while, when I don't have things in my hand, I walk up. See, I live on the 35th floor, so I get off on the 30th, and I go up the 5 flights.
That's awesome.
Right.
I like that.
And when I get on the elevator in the morning, if nobody else gets on the elevator, I do my deep knee bends.
Oh wait, so nobody's. But let me tell you something. What you're doing is what I encourage people to do. You're turning your life into incidental exercise. In other words,
build it into your daily
say to yourself,
structure.
I got to get to work. I'll just walk briskly to work. You're saying I've got to. You're like me. If I'm faced with an escalator and stairs, I'll take the stairs.
I chicken out. I use the escalator.
You take the escalator. Because here's the thing. At the end of the day, it's not about necessarily having structured, formal exercise. It's about movement. Our bodies were designed to move.
But New Yorkers are healthier than other people in this country.
We are. We tend to walk everywhere.
Isn't that wonderful?
I think it's great. Yeah. I think it's great. I actually, when I go, home to visit my parents, I don't like driving everywhere.
And you see all those chubby people out there.
There are fat. Once you get out of New York City,
the waistline gets bigger.
Right. Look, certainly L.A., New York, Chicago, certain places, but in New York, we do tend to walk more, but we have other habits. I see a lot of smoking here that I didn't see when I used to live in San Diego. So again, it's about a lifestyle.
You live in San Diego?
I did. Did you?
What a beautiful city.
Did you? Yeah,
I've done films there and everything.
Yeah, I worked as a fitness instructor at Rancho La Puerta, which is a sister spa to the Golden Door, which is in Escondido.
Where's the one that's in Carlsbad? There's one that they built with the golf course.
In Carlsbad.
Carlsbad.
I don't know.
Beautiful one.
Well,
gorgeous.
Is it affiliated with mine?
I don't know. It changed hands. The Japanese businessmen built it to have a golf course out there, and then it turned into a spa.
I love that. I love that whole part of the country.
It
is nice. It is nice.
Now let's get back to the health meats. All right. Now, what do you eat?
I personally,
on those pictures, you don't eat anything.
Well, to get like that.
Let me see that first picture again. I've just got to see this.
Wait, do you like the second one? I like the second one.
The first this is the garlic. That's the beauty shot.
I like that one.
Well, that's good. That's showing all the stamina. Okay,
right.
That's.
You like that one?
Oh my God.
That's just bliss.
Yeah,
on my
I would
face,
fight World War II all over again.
You got to wonder what was I thinking, right?
No, it's gorgeous work. So what do you eat? Come on, what do you eat? Come on.
I tend to eat a lot of animal protein. I eat chicken, fish, turkey. I eat all sorts of shellfish and whatnot. I eat a lot of beef. I do eat a lot of beef.
Right.
I do.
Okay, no, that's fine.
I don't see any problem with lean beef.
Okay.
And I eat a lot of green vegetables. Collard greens, turnip greens, spinach,
very good.
Cauliflower, broccoli, anything that I can, because to me that's good. That's a good form of carbohydrates for the system. Mm-hmm. The protein steadies my blood sugar and allows me to, keep my muscles.
What do you do in the middle of the afternoon when you get the downer, when the sugar is all used up?
I try not to get to that point.
So what do you do?
I don't get to that point. What I do and what I tell my clients to do and what I would tell anybody to do is never let yourself get to that point, because by that point you're beyond the point of of bringing it back up.
So what do you do?
Steady meals that include a lot of good healthy protein. So in other words, I wake up in the morning and I have protein, in the form of possibly eggs and maybe a little bit of oatmeal or something. For lunch today, I had turkey and some vegetables.
Right.
For dinner tonight, before I came, I had chicken.
But not big amounts. In proportion, right?
In proportion to my daily activity. Now, on a day that, for instance, I go to the gym and I train legs for 2.5 hours, my caloric needs go up. And just
let me see the legs again. Never mind.
just by nature, my body tells me to eat a little bit more.
Yeah.
And then on the days, but it's more about what you're eating, and then try to let your body tell you how much of it you need.
How do you stay away from sugar?
I just don't. I don't touch it. I don't touch it because
bread,
you know what? 20
pasta.
years ago, I'm 40. When I was 20, I was living in the dorm at school.
Pizzas.
I lived on pizza, ding dongs, ho hos.
You were a sinner.
I lived on sugar, and let me tell you something. I had bad skin, low energy, a bad immune system, and high body fat.
And you didn't know. And you didn't know that you were doing wrong.
I didn't know, I didn't understand, I didn't have the education, and I didn't understand the connection between how sugar can make your body fat levels higher,
right.
How sugar messes up with your immune system, how sugar makes you exhausted.
Yes.
How sugar
gives you headaches.
Look, I want to have good skin, I want to have shiny hair, I want to have high levels of energy. There's two ways to get it. The food you put in your mouth,
right,
and the exercise that you give your body. That's it.
That's it.
And obviously, try to get as much sleep as you can and whatnot. I mean, you do your best.
We did our best.
I know.
I'm going to try.
I know.
Let me see a picture of it in mind.
You can.
I know we haven't got time. But we're going to come back. We're going to keep talking more about this.
Okay.
Bring more pictures.
All right.
We'll be back right after this. Thank you.
The ladies in the back are not leaving the left side and right side of the stage. Just over for Thank you, ladies.
And our last competitor in this group is Karen Marie Segundo. She's from New York City, New York, where she trains at Equinox. She'll be 30 years old in 6 weeks, and she's very excited about it. It wasn't that big a deal. She has 3 titles: Miss Figure Empire State 2003, Miss Figure America 2004, and the runner-up at the Natural Mania Nationals. She'd like to thank her makeup artist, Mark. Kara Marie Segundo. Right, and we take the 5th place award to Kara Segundo. Fourth place.